Hello everybody, my name is Chinless Page. Today I'll be looking at LEGO Ninjago Dragons Rising set number 71792, Sora's transforming mech bike racer, saying it as the official name. The set was released just a couple days ago in 2023, where it retails for about €48, which I already must say is quite a lot of money for seemingly such a small set, but I'll get into that in a bit later. It comes with 3 minifigures and 1 character, extra character, so like 4 characters. And yeah, let me just get into those first and then get into the build of the set. Starting with our 2 ninja, we have Sora and Aaron, and these are new for Dragons Rising, new characters as whole, and those blades are really annoying. They both come with 2 golden katanas, and I'll just take them off because we've seen these before. And you can see they have different headwear than the regular ninja, where their bottom parts are the same, just different colors, and their top parts are unique. And Aaron also comes with this cool rubbery grapple piece, like it's like the whip piece, but just having a grapple point at the top. Pretty cool piece actually. And taking it off, you can see a bit better of the torso printing, even arm printing for Sora, looking really cool. Also the mix between the coral and the dark blue, it's a really cool color scheme for Sora. I really enjoy it. I am a bit disappointed that they use the same color for Erin as they did for Skylar. That's a bit saddening. Not per se saddening. You can also take these off, where it's like the regular cap with some horns, and this is like a totally different hood piece. And you can see the face print. Sora actually comes with a different face, secondary face. Aaron doesn't come with one because his, in this set, not existing, but he actually has the hairpiece, which would be obstructed by that. So for the back face from Sora, which is a bit angry and without the glowy eyes, and turning it around, you would see it's kind of like a regular expression, but with the golden eyes, because Sora actually has like an elemental power, and I still don't know which one it is because Dragons Rising isn't out in the Netherlands. But taking their armor off, you can see that Aaron is actually just wearing a regular hoodie, and that Sora's outfit is more of like a racer outfit, and having of course the cat theme, which you will see continued on the set itself. But these figures do look really cool, and I'm quite interested to see where they're going. So let's get on to the next ones. So for the next 2 we have Rapton, and we have baby Ryu, which is the small dragon. And let me just take a look at the dragon first. Uses sand blue color scheme and kind of looking like a dragon from Gore or something, like an earth dragon. Really cool piece, having some dark blue printing, and I quite like it. It's fairly big, even comparing it to a minifigure. So I really like these small dragons, like dragons as a whole. So, oh, he needs a dragon rating. You'll see a dragon rating up above for baby Ryu. And get him out of the way to look for Rapton. Rapton is one of the Imperial villains, coming with this amazingly cool new sword piece, which like a unique lightsaber. Now it's a really cool piece. It has multiple attachment points, and Rapton himself has like a visor, so it could be a custom Cyclops from X-Men. He has a cool armor piece, new armor piece, and some printing with the white, not Widow's Peak, but the white Doctor Who hairpiece, and having a slightly more angry face at the back. And to take his armor off, so you can see a bit more of his torso print. Where you can see also this could be used for like an Iron Man torso. It's really armored, really cool. Having the gold and black is always a cool color scheme. And that's it for the minifigures. Let's get into the build. So the set comes with two builds, being three things. There's also a bit of a side build for Repton, but I'll get into that a bit later. And I'll start with the Mech bike, where this is its bike mode. Yes, it can transform. And the first thing I have to say, this doesn't really roll that well. It's kind of like obstructed at the leg parts. I'll get into that a bit later. So it does roll, but it doesn't continue rolling, as you can see. Pushing it fairly hard, and it doesn't hit anything. But that's something to consider. The color scheme, just like Sora, because it's Sora's, is really cool with the white, with the dark blue and the coral color. And it's a really interesting and unique color scheme, and I quite like it for that, for being so unique. Also, there's a bit of a cat motif, which you can see with all the stickers in the set. There are quite a lot, as you can see, with all the details here, like encasing the wheels. And to go to the back part, where you have some flags, which we'll see in a bit. And overall, this part looks fairly cool, having a bit of a cockpit without any prints or stickers, but you can open it, and there should be enough room for Sora to fit in there without her blades. But you can sit down here, cockpit down, and she's actually in the set. There are also some stud shooters here at the front, which you can see, which by pressing down on them they will shoot off. I won't do that because they'll get lost. Yeah, pretty interesting set, but it's of course a mech bike. So what you can do is it can transform into a mech, and by pushing these things forward, all the way forward, I would suggest flipping these blue things for the feet and putting the arms aside. Now, a bit farther back so you can see it. I need to hold on to it. Then you can like twist these ears out of the side, take out the golden swords. This is, oh, you put the swords, by the way, on the arms. This is something that's better to do with two hands, so you don't really see what's happening, but you must know. Then lastly, you twist these things up, these flags, and put them on. And now, here we have Sora's mech. And to be honest, I like this variant more than the bike. As you can see, it's simply the same prints going on. For what I was talking about with the wheels not spinning, it's because they're hitting these parts and they're not really secure. But the color scheme still works really well. I like the ears now more, and the flags they give something off, which really improves the set. I'm quite happy with how it looks in this way. There is some articulation, like in the shoulders. There are elbow joints, so pretty good movement. You can't really move the legs any more forward than this, but they can be moved really far to the back. There are no knee joints because that's where the wheels are, and the ankle joints are like pretty limiting, but doesn't really matter how you stand the mech up. It's always sturdy, like you can kind of twist about, but to have them flat on the ground looks really cool. And of course you see Sora now in more of a normal situation, and it's a fun view and looks really cool. So it is a pretty cool set. Still, the color scheme, as said, looks really cool. Doesn't even look that bad from the back. You just see some of the anti-studs, but overall looking fairly good. And there is, as said, also, oh, wrong one, also a bit of a side build. So let me just take the Mech out of the picture and show you a bit of the side build, which is simply just like a speeder for Repton to sit on, having a bit of a sticker and some blade pieces on the side, again with the newer stud shooters. Simple place to sit. It is not fairly interesting. It's just exactly doing what it needs to be, and that's being a speeder. So having handlebars, actually sit or stand them up, looks pretty nice, pretty okay, and yeah, nothing more to say for this. So now, what do I think of this set in actuality? Well, it's a good set, don't get me wrong. It's just that for what's given, it should have been at max a €40 set. And ooh, that's probably a really good size comparison. This set is almost €50. Whereas that set, Lloyd's Mech, is €20 or was €20. It's not that far apart, these two. So the comparison, it is a bit on the weak side for the price. Where €40 should really be the max because of the transforming feature. And I would maybe even go with 35, like Saint's car, which I reviewed a couple of days ago, which is about the same size. Maybe a bit of a shorter build, but then again, it is about the same size. So it should have been at least a bit cheaper. That's one of the biggest complaints I have with this set. But I do really like the minifigures. I also do really like the build, especially in the Mech variant. It's just a bit weak overall. So should you buy it? Well, if you can get it for, as said, a bit cheaper, then it's a really great deal. Otherwise, I would say just get some other sets. There's a cheap, although this is the cheapest way to get Sora. So if you really want Sora and you don't want to spend over €100 in either the Bounty or Jace Dragon, then this is probably your best deal, or even the Ninjago markets. But it's still a bit expensive. But it's a good set. So that was it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Have a nice day, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.